Mario, once again, December 28th, 2025, Sunday, decided to uh, try to fly the Hughes 500 from Hobby Lobby. Check out those videos. This is getting to be quite an extensive number of shorts that I'm doing on this particular project. And so I've kind of shifted from trying to fly the helicopter to a kind, kind, kind of an artsy project here. I mentioned that I unwound the motor because the enamel had worn out on one of them, and one of the leads actually flew out and binded the motor. So check out those other videos. But I also mentioned that you can do things with copper in so many ways if you're really creative. So what I've done here is I'm giving you just a hint of the many things that you can do with copper so that you don't throw away this stuff. You know, this is good stuff. Copper is expensive too. Um, it's a great electrical conductor, and you can do so many things with it. So just as an example here, I already cleaned the motor. In my previous video, I show how I cleaned it. I washed everything, and then I took every strand here. I left some strands attached to the commutator here so that I can do this braiding here. And the first thing that came into my mind when I was unwinding this, I go, this is good copper. You know, the skinny copper. I mean, I've thrown some of that stuff away because it's really skinny. It's really hard to work with. But even that skinny stuff, you can do really cool stuff. I mean, you can repurpose, make your own spools of copper that you can use as jumpers. You know, for electrical circuits. I mean, you can do a number of things here, but this is just one idea here that I'm sharing with people that you can do with this stuff here. And if you leave the windings attached, the three windings here attached to the commutator, uh, you can you can do stuff for what I did here. I came back and I sanded each one of these strands just with a little rough sandpaper, just to remove the enamel and leave the copper nice and shiny. And you can see you can make a you can make a jewelry with this with this stuff right here. Look at that strand. You know, you can make rings with this. You can make earrings. I mean, uh, necklaces. You can do a number of things from a creative standpoint. This is just an example that I'm sharing with my audience here. If you're a creative person, you will find uses for this stuff right here. But look how cool that's coming out. And this is just a simple braided a three lead braid from the copper that's part of this motor. I'm actually going to remove this, and I'm actually going to rewind this motor because this it turns out to be a really nice motor, even though it's DC. I will switch this to a brushless motor for the helicopter. But just as a creative project here, you can do stuff like this or more.